AC Milan were unstoppable during the late 1980s and early 90s. From 1989, when they beat Steaua Bucharest, AC Milan took part in 6 European Cup finals, lifting the trophy in 3 of them. They were dominant in the Italian domestic league during this time as well, winning back-to-back titles. And to this day, only Real Madrid has been more successful in European football. Milan won the European Cup again in 2003 and 2007. But its fading fortunes since then reflect a wider problem in Italian football. So what happened?
All the best players left. I mean, that's the reality of it. I think if you want people talking about your league, you need the best players to play in it.
Among the first big stars to go, Zinedine Zidane, considered one of the greatest midfielders ever. He became the world's most expensive player in 2001 when Juventus sold him to Spain's Real Madrid. And Juventus broke the transfer record once more this summer, selling another French midfielder, Paul Pogba, to English Premier League giants Manchester United for more than $115 million. It's no coincidence that Man U and Real spent the last 15 years swapping places as the richest clubs in the richest leagues, while AC Milan, once the 3rd richest, slid out of the top 10, leaving Juventus the sole Italian representative.
In Italy, owning a soccer club is seen as a symbol of social status and has been for many, many years. Whereas in other markets and some of their top markets, like the Premier League and La Liga, as we mentioned, it's not just a symbol of social stature, but also, they take the mindset and approach of running it as a true business.
That's all changing as the Chinese football revolution takes off in Italy. AC Milan's owner and ex-Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi sold the club to a Chinese investment consortium for just over $820 million. And Chinese electronics retailer Suning has taken a 70% stake in AC Milan's city rivals Internazionale, a 3-time European Cup winner that's also enjoyed better days. It isn't the first takeover of an Italian club. A US investor bought Roma 5 years ago. But Milan and Inter are the most prestigious Chinese acquisitions yet, as President Xi Jinping aims to turn China into a world football power. Fans say it's long overdue.
It's getting harder and harder for the Italian football industry to get by, so the foreign investment is good.
I think it will both help push forward the economy and push up the level of Italian football.
But buying AC Milan has its limitations. The club shares a stadium with Inter that is owned by the city authorities, and they take the lion's share of matchday revenues.
So Inter, for example, can have the highest average attendance in Serie A, just over 50,000, and yet they're only making 25–30 million euros in matchday revenue. And you compare that to someone in the Premier League who will have a far lower average attendance, but they'll be making almost double that in matchday revenue because they own the stadium.
Even so, analysts think there's plenty of value in these two footballing giants, as long as they spend.
The infrastructure's there, the attendance numbers are there and can grow. They have some of the largest stadiums in Europe. So there's certainly a massive opportunity there.
They need to be able to afford to pay the transfer fees for the best players and pay those players the highest wages.
As the new season starts, the focus is now on the players to do their bit by restoring Milan's clubs to their glory days. Owen Fairclough, CCTV, Washington.